Funk Soul Brother, right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother, right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now.
Are we live?
The Funk Soul Brother, you are live now. Greetings, you should practice for a poetry show tonight. Make some noise.
Okay.
My name is Tom. It's a pleasure to be your host this evening. Can we put our hands together one time for my amazing DJ Room? So we got an incredible list of 27 poets who have signed up to share poetry with us tonight. Yeah, y'all make my job hard. They like to make me work. I like 2 to 7, but tonight we got 27. Give it up for 27 poets. So I need to see a show of hands. Who here is go right about now poetry on the mic before? You got some virgins in the building. Can we make some noise for my first timers? Welcome to Right About Now Poetry. Now, if this is not your first time at Right About Now Poetry, let me see a show of hands.
Wait.
Thank you so much for your continued support and work. So for those who have been here, you already know. But for those of you who haven't been here, inside, we gotta set the room a little bit. You feel me? This is not. Yo, what was that? Respect the mic, damn it. Yo, we want y'all to have a good ass time. Whatever that looks like to you. If it looks like talking, I encourage you to get on this list. And I can call your name and you can talk all you want. We got a front patio, you know what I'm saying? We got an inside bar, do your thing. But out here, we respect the mic and we respect the poets. If you fuck with that, say hell yeah. Hell yeah. I appreciate y'all so much. That's the energy we're gonna keep going. So this is not your mom and pop's boring ass Barnes and Noble poetry open mic. No. This is a right about now poetry open mic. We like to get energetic and enthusiastic about the art form of poetry and spoken word. So y'all are already doing it. Enthusiasm, energy manifests itself in different ways. You are in the driver's seat tonight. The born energy and love. Can I get everyone to go shh? Yo, this is a second warning on that mic, y'all. If you want to talk inside, front patio, otherwise sign up on this list. When we are out here, we respect who is on the mic. If you fuck with that, say hell yeah. All right, I heard it twice. So, energy manifests itself in several different ways. Sometimes energy sounds like snapping. Can we get some snaps going? Okay. Now, can we snap like we've been to a poetry reading before? Put some feeling in it for me. That's what I'm talking about. You know, sometimes energy manifests itself as clapping. Can we clap? All right, now clap like you actually like the artist. That's what I'm talking about. And sometimes energy manifests itself as a hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? All right, y'all, we know what's going on. We know how it works. If the poem moves you to do so, react accordingly. One last order of business, there is going to be a little bit of call and response, so there is crowd participation involved. I'm going to ask you, are you ready for the next poet? And you are going to respond with,
Bring them up! Bring them up! Bring them up!
I want to practice one time. We got one time to get this right. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Bring them up! Bring them up! Bring them up! Please put your hands together for Marsha. Keep clapping.
Please accept my sincere apology. I know you're turning over in your grave, crying charcoal tears and disbelief at how we have disfigured our bodies. Lionel Richie wrote the theme song, She's a Brick House, 36 24, 36. Now we are disguised as an origami piece. This is not an attack on how you choose to display your version of beauty. This is more like a thought leadership piece. I want to praise your natural beauty. Take it from Adam's rib as he sleeps. He awakes not to a wife, but a side piece. Little biscuits and stuff of this gravy reduced to chicken heads at KFC. Unrecognizable pieces laying on the table, twist, turn, rip out that gut, all in the name of a BBL, a Brazilian butt lift. More gluteus maximus than a colonoscopy has ever seen. Legs look like Buffalo Wild Wings, all flat. Them limbs don't match your back. Yay's workout plan was too much. So Alex, I'll take easy. $5,000 for the surgery. Chop, screw, put back together with Elwood's glue. Cut and dice like Gordon Ramsay. Served with multiple deformities. Danger aside, she risked her whole life. I guess it was worth it. He called her baddie. I'm praying for self-esteem. So your self-mutilation must end. So true healing can begin. God made you beautiful. Just the way you are. Thin waist, wide hips shouldn't equate to the attraction of men. He should want you for your content, not just for your skin. Risk your whole life on the table, perhaps. Now every city is Vegas, hoping for a 7-figured man, prematurely released into heaven, comparing to another woman, all because of the need to be seen. Feel better when you look in the mirror. I'm praying you'll get some self-esteem. I'm Marcia Foley. Thank you. I still love y'all.
That was Marcia spoken. I saw my videos to go to hell. Y'all get up for the whole. Audience, are you ready for the next vote? Y'all put your hands together for Notorious V.I.V.
Let's go!
All right, that's great. I'm really happy to hear that. I had a really strange day, and I randomly came out as queer earlier this evening, and so I'm just doing it on the mic now to solidify it. Why not? Anyway, I also was talking to my friend Swoop, and we decided to do our poems about epilepsy because we both suffer from it. So I happened to find mine, tweaked it a little bit, and I'm shaking because I've never read this out loud to anyone. Very new shit, and also very new me, I guess. Anyway. All right, so here goes nothing. Seize the day. My mind works differently since these seizures started. Words elude me, that hide in corners that are new to me, made by fissures that were created when my world was shut off like a light, and my body flailed and shattered. Hang on a second. Stop it. The keyboard came up. Stiff with the effort, the stress of it all threatening me with another seizure. Will I lose more and more of myself with every one? Are they ultimately shaking away my personality, my humanity? Will there be more injuries like the first one, more damage done, till all my forgotten words are suddenly reduced to only one? Please is the only word left that I know. The me I used to know now reduced to only one word, a plea for anything but one seizure of time, one seizure of soul, one seizure of voice, before all that is left is my post. Thank you.
That was Notorious VIP. Can we make some noise for the LGBTQ community one time? Audience, are you ready for the next color? Please put your hands together for Chris.
Lakers! This is thank you all for having me. I am part of the Desperate Poetry Tour. We'll be at La Coqueta 2020 Studio tomorrow night. We got an open mic as well. Anyone interested, we got libations and all that shit. They know how it goes. So thanks for having me up here. I won't take much of your time. I just got one quick poem to read tonight that I wrote especially for you folks. So if you lend me your ears, have me multiplied.
Let's go, poet.
It's called A Letter to My Fellow Poets.
Get up. Oh, shit.
A letter to my fellow poets. I don't know if y'all have been hearing about this talk about page poets versus performance poets. As if we were two distinct species from two distant continents in ancient days, where there was no peninsula that existed on which we could merrily greet each other. Never in twain shall we meet page poets, performance poets, kept apart, and kept apart for a reason. Page poets, long division. I'm not talking about mathematics either. I'm talking the kind of a long process of dehumanization that divides people from each other by who does it, the power to be. And I say fuck them. And I say fuck the ash and the violence that comes with them. I say fuck their bones and sorrow. I say we're stronger than that. I say we're stronger in the broken places. As the writer once said, who later put a gun in his mouth, a shotgun, blew the back of his head all over the walls with his wife in the next room. But he's still right. Even though life broke him, it doesn't break all of us. But sometimes, just sometimes, some of us are stronger in the broken places. And after all that page poet, performance poet bullshit put aside, isn't that what it takes for all of us here to be a poet? A true poet? To have been broken and grown stronger for it? We're all shamans. We hang our heads heavy, laden with rain, hair colored with moss and ivy. We're creatures of the forest deep inside. You and I, our heads rest gently, propping up volcanoes and mountains. We are made of Promethean stone, a rock that burns with the light of 1,000 suns. Poets, said Shelley, are the unacknowledged arbitrators of the world. Yeah, he's right, he's still right. More than ever. We are collectively Atlas, propping up a weeping, broken world. But we will prop it up on our broken shoulders as long as the weight may bear down upon us. Let our words, each one of them, replace a murder bullet somewhere. Let our songs reach the hearts of ruined, angry, bitter men and show them empathy. Let our lyrics calm the nerves of those who cannot sleep, consumed by demons, mad voices telling them to do things, to harm people, those awful, horrible things that we see on the news every day. Let us write against this. Let us write against power. Brothers and sisters, in poetry, the one true language left, when the Tower of Babel came crumbling down. Thank you for having me.
Y'all give it up one more time for Chris. Audience, are you ready for the next color? Please put your hands together for Tom. Hey guys. this is a new one, not that you fucking know it, because
New shit. Just scared him. Raise your mic a little.
She found out I was on the score. Sucks. Anyway, this one's called Tom McKellis Plays Poetry, and it starts out with an epigraph from David Lerner. I'd rather be Richard Speck than Gary Snyder. I want to be a poet, but I don't want to be a poet. You understand?
Hell yeah.
I want my name written in smoke across blue skies and carved upon the backs of immortal sparrows, and seared into the fractured minds of the living and the dead. I want my words chiseled into the sides of empty buildings that serve no purpose but to take up space so that people passing by can have a reason to complain. I want my words planted in the screaming mouths of drought-stricken flowers that beg for rain under the merciless, burning August sun. I want to be a poet, but I don't want to be a poet. Do you understand?
Yes.
I once believed that to be a great poet, you had to publish every damn poem you wrote, and that anything less was considered failure.
Spit, poet, spit!
I once filled my nights with writing as many poems as possible, and not giving a shit if any of it was good or decent.
Yes, let's
Now
go.
I write my poems by rewriting the same fucking lines I wrote years ago,
Let's go.
just somewhat slightly different. Now I take my poems and beat them like a dirty rug, drag them through streets like a disobedient dog, let them incubate while I catch my breath and slip off to hell. There's no right way to do it. Everyone does it differently. You understand? Every poet I read is dead. They all sought something greater that ended in suicide. I have a master's degree in social work and the highest clinical license in the state of New Jersey. But it's not literature, it's not poetry. I barely follow the rules and fight with clenched teeth against bureaucracy that sticks hot knives into my hands and bandages them up with the promise of a pension at 63 years old. But it's not literature, it's not poetry. New Jersey has not elected me the poet laureate of the state. New Jersey has not given me grants to be a poet. New Jersey, I was on a roll. New Jersey doesn't give a fuck about me or my poetry. I'm a social worker and I'm a poet. You understand? Thank you. Can we make some noise for social workers? Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Isaac Miller.
Title of this piece is called Self-Belief. Where is the ideology of a dream, where you could be whatever you wanted to in your mind machine, or obstacles were manipulated by all means. And on the other side of the dream, on the other side of your dreams, the grass is always green. What happened to your imagination to dream when your mind wasn't blocked with dirt, but it was clean? We don't believe in ourselves anymore. We have accepted the conditions seen, accepting other people's visions opposed to what we know or see in our dreams. So I'm exposing this disease so that your dreams can be redeemed. Not everyone believes that they can be whatever they want to anymore on this planet scene. The world is occupied with how it seems from another's imperfect being, when self-belief is the only thing that should win. You see, your brain is like a TV that represents your dreams, seen through your eyes' screen, but your eyes will only reflect the pixels that you have entered into your dream. So how you see the world is based on how you program your TV, which is your brain, to represent your dreams, seen through your eyes' screen, and then reflected into life seen. Y'all know what I mean? So stop looking for someone else's belief and relief, because it starts with you. It starts with self-belief. Always believe in you. You see, reshaping the mind is like fixing a broken spine, which requires readjusting and keeping the spine aligned. But you must protect your newly aligned mind by maintaining a positive straight line. Any abrupt twisting from negativity, unkind grind will re-injure your newly aligned mind, crippling you without growth like a broken spine. But as your old saying goes, all wounds do heal with time. You see, it's never too late to redefine your grind. Dreams, they actually need to be refocused at times to perpetually remain in line. A dream's an active state is always intangible in our minds. It's your job to enlist your dreams into the workforce. Yes, it is a risk, but the greater the risk, the greater the rewarded bliss. So acknowledge this pearl you'd impress, rewind. Just start over. It is a dream's job to intangibly enter the unconscious mind. Our dreams, they come afloat only when consciously summoned. Our dreams aren't running, they just sense when the right person is coming. You see, most intangibles can only come into existence with the right tangible to make them exist. Notice this. When gravity was introduced with clarity, space was produced. Do you see what a dream with the right tangible can produce? A dream, it must be more than some invisible force. It needs a driver to put it on its rightful course. And it's you. It's your choice. Oh, let the world hear your dream's voice. Of your mind, you are the chief. Let's get it done. And it starts with self-belief. So believe in yourself. You will do the things you want to. Your dreams at your mercy, waiting for you to pursue. I'm telling you that you can be whatever you want to. But let's be brief. It starts with self-belief. Thank you.
That was Isaac Miller. Make some noise for believing in yourself. Audience, are you ready for the next power? Please put your hands together for Sarah.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Tony, and I've got a new goal for y'all. Well, this is new to everyone except for Marsha. This is called curly nails. So anyone who knows me will tell you that I'm just a itty bitty, teensy weensy, super completely and totally high maintenance as fuck. Especially when it comes to my nails. Well, they're not done right now. There is a reason behind that. I'll get to that in just a minute. So for now, just avert your eyes from the heathen fingers. I'm just kidding. All right. So the process of getting acrylic nails put on involves shading down the original nail, and that helps the glue stick better and hold up the fake nail. And then you'll put on a color of your choice, typically one that is aesthetically high. And then at the end, go wash your hands off. Have a nice day. And then after surrendering half your paycheck to the salon, you get in your car and say a big old prayer to Sky Daddy, because that expensive shit does not break. Now, the thing is with me, as soon as I take one set off, I immediately have to get another one put on, so I never have to face my nails for what they truly are. Torn up, worn out, ugh. Only worthy of love and attention when they shine. But it wasn't until recently, when I took the last set off, that I noticed dark green clouds forming underneath my nails. A key indicator of something is not right. It was correct. So after a consultation with Dr. Google, I learned I have an infection. Fun time. Now, this infection didn't hit all at once, but rather formed over time as the continued process of shaving my nails down allowed the bacteria and opening to creep in and accumulate under my nails. I know, disgusting. So the way that I'm treating this is soaking my nails in vinegar, and that helps the bacteria dissipate, and then just clip away the dead parts of the nail as it grows out, and primarily rest my nails. Give them a chance to breathe, let them regain their strength, and eventually they'll get back to their old self. And this treatment got me thinking. If only I took care of my mental health the same way I took care of my nails. If only I allowed myself the rest I rightfully deserve. If only I gave myself a chance to breathe. If only I actually acknowledged something was wrong, let alone did something about it. I live a fast-paced life, y'all. Between 2 jobs, volunteering, and poetry shows left and right, I am constantly on the go, never stopping, never slowing down, never giving myself a chance to breathe in between my life sets or even between the lines of this poem. Some may see me as ambitious, but in reality, I maintain this fast-paced lifestyle so I never have to face myself for what I truly am, torn up, worn out, made to believe I'm only worthy of love and attention that I shine, but it wasn't until recently, when I had some time in between my life sets, that I finally acknowledged the dark cloud boiling beneath my spirit, a key indicator, something's not right. But I did not need a consultation for this one. I have seen this plenty of times before. The depression is back with a vengeance. This episode did not hit all at once, but rather accumulated over time as I constantly let everything and everyone around me shave me down to a fraction of myself, yet I still tried to hold up a fake image of, I'm doing great, put on a upbeat persona that's aesthetically pleasing to everyone else, gaslighting myself into believing that if I'm struggling with depression, I'm not to talk about it. I must simply wash it off, get rid of it. I'm responsible for making sure everyone else has a nice day, so I'm not allowed to break. But shaving yourself down to hold everything and everyone else up only works at the nail salon, but it does not work this way with human beings. It's not as simple as push through it, keep going, fake it till you make it. You can only get shaved down so many times before the depression finds an opening to creep in and accumulate underneath your spirit. But it is not going to win this round because I'm finally going to give my mind and body the care that it rightfully deserves. But healing from a depressive episode is not as simple as treating a nail infection. I can't just soak my depression in vinegar until the fog dissipates. I can't just clip away the dead parts of me until the joy finally returns. Healing is not always pretty, it is not always linear, but it is always worth it. I repeat, healing is not always pretty, it is not always linear, but it is always worth it. I feel by first acknowledging that the fog has returned, but reminding it, this is just temporary housing. You don't own the deed to this vessel. I heal by learning how to say no when I need to. I heal by saying yes only when I want to. I heal by surrounding myself with wholehearted people that will hold me up instead of shaving me down and will love me through all stages of my life, from when I am shining to when I am in between sets. I will give my soul the love and attention it deserves, allow it to breathe, allow it to rest, let it regain its strength, until finally I am back to my old self.
So we have so right now we have these writing workshops every single Monday, and they're online. I say Mike, you say Shaq, say Mike. Mike. I know school's back, we saw our friends, I know how it works. So we have these writing workshops every single Monday, and they're instructor facilitated, and it's through our membership. It's $5 a month. For $5 a month, you get access.
Only $5? You can't afford not to buy it.
Or not to buy it, so you guys can use that in audience. You have this section, $5 a month, we have writing classes. And so I show up to them every week, I write a new poem every week, and it's really cool because sometimes it's hard to like think of the concept and the writing right, but this way you just focus on the writing. So this week's workshop was an ode to the first letter in your name. So this is my piece from that. This is to the letter A, the first in my name. My little brother's and my daddy's, but not his. Firstborn, first generation Iranian American, a prayer within prayer, hands in the air, dude. A new pair of boots, a pair of lips, apocalypse, same thing. A pair of au pairs, a pair of aces, the ace of spades playing spades on spaceships, pink champagne sips, Coke models with Coke bottles. Remember when I said spaceships? It's full throttle. A is in grade A, is an apple a day. As in your grades better be A's. If you wanted to make B's or Z's, you could have stayed your ass in Iran. Come on, this is the land of the A-frame fast food chains and dusty bookshelves, where if you're poor, everything is self-help. So help yourself to the letter A. A tall glass of apple juice mixed with lemonade. A scarlet letter is in what you say when you see your best friends. After a long day, you know, hey. Give it up one time for your host. Oh yes, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for James Schroeder.
Make some noise, y'all. Yeah, man, we're some dope-ass poetry tonight. So, I don't know, I know there's a lot of people this is their first time, but we're on a mission here at the Right Now Poetry. I know Peter's kind of alluded to it.
we're not trying to put Houston on the map as a poetry city, you know what I mean? Just like how New York is a poetry city, and Los Angeles, and Chicago, New Orleans, and Atlanta, places like that. We're trying to put Houston on the map. Make some noise for that shit, by the way. That said, there are certain cities in this country that shouldn't even bother trying to become poetry cities. No disrespect, no disrespect. Like Wheeling, West Virginia, no disrespect, no disrespect. Or Billings, Montana, no disrespect. Odessa, Texas, you know, no disrespect. Or Boise, Idaho. Baby, the love that I'm offering to you, well, it's not a flower in a vase. Beautiful will wither and die in a week. Boo, my love is not the ocean, big and vast, but salty and full of jellyfish. No, baby, no. It must be serendipity that I was born and raised on the rich plains of Idaho. This girl, my love, is a potato. And I may be small and miscolored and misshapen, but it's good for you, Ben. It can grow deep roots. It's starchy. And without it, the Irish are fucked. Baby, my love is a potato. My love can be sliced, diced, boiled, peeled, eaten raw. My love can be made into a salad. My love can be made into a soup. I know that dude from Wisconsin's been trying to get at you, girl. But don't fall for those cheesy lines. That dude from the lesser I state, Iowa, he wants you too. But you and I both know he's straight corny. Girls are always like, ooh, I need a stud in my life. Baby, what about having a spud in your life? I want to take you back to Boise. Get my French fry to your ketchup packet. Girl, let's make some tater tots. I'm not trying to say it's been a while. I could just really use some Mr. Potato Head. Because I've been done rotten in my past. All rotten. My heart has been mashed up and half-regraded because of the top of it. My heart has been cut open and it's stuffed with sour cream. Thank you, Ben. A little bit of butter on top. Girl, my love, it's not an onion. It may not have a lot of layers, but it'll never make you cry for no reason. My love, it's not cooking corn on the cob. It doesn't mind looking at porn on the job, but we'll go through a bunch of shit like nothing happened. Do y'all want to talk about my love? Oh, y'all want to talk about my love? My love is a what? I said my love is a what? I said my love is a what? You damn right. I promise to love you with my whole body, from the top of my head to the bottom of my potatoes. Rest in peace, Rashonda Johnson, the poet to die for y'all. Don't watch your stuff. You got the president also on Monday. God bless y'all. Peace to the rest of you. Make some noise for potatoes. I need a spud in my life. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Yo, keep that energy going. Next up coming to the stage, we got Janelle.
I'm in an abusive relationship, and I don't know how to get out. Y'all, she is the only person in this world that has made me feel safe. She is the only person in this world that has gave me comfort. When I was homeless, she was there. When I got my heart broken, she was there. When I got sexually assaulted for the first time and all the other times after, she was there. When my mom told me I wasn't skinny enough, she was there. She is the only person in this entire world that makes me feel like I'm whole. She wraps me up in a blanket of shame, forcing me to isolate into myself so that I can use my body heat for warmth. She told me that you won't ever meet anyone else but me. That rejects everyone else that tries to tell me about the concern. hand face, a smile over my anguished face, and telling myself that it's not just me, myself, and I, it was her on my side. She tried hugging me, telling me that I wasn't good enough, telling me that I need to do more, be more. And so she pushed me to reach levels of perfection that just never existed. And then she stood there watching as I crashed to the ground. Wow. She is the only person in this entire world that made feeling emotions easy. She said, yeah, the pain might come back. The depression might engulf you into a black pit. The shame might make you feel lonely as fuck, but I will always be there, even for only a second. Do you even tell yourself that you ain't shit? Take my place, tell yourself you're not good enough, that you're not lovable, that this way, my way, is the only way. And you know, I listen. She is the only thing in this world that has made sense. My eating disorder is the only thing in this entire world that I thought I could rely on. It gave me back the control that life tried to take away from me, putting me in chaos. It allowed me to process my feelings and, hide away at the times that I was scared. And yet at the same time, it's killing me. So yeah, I'm in an abusive relationship, but I don't know how to get out. Thank you.
I see you, Janelle G, memorizing her poem and sharing that with us and shit. Give it up for Janelle G. Audience, are you ready for the next hour? Please put your hands together for DeAndre Williams.
Hey, how's everyone doing today? Three things before I get started. One, this is for the black men.
Okay.
Two, this is for the black men.
Okay.
And three, new shit. The black man emotions. A ticking time bomb ready to explode. And at that moment, watch the rain of incriminate pour down and drown his mental to the brink of depression. Because that rain has filled his mental bottle up to the point of overflowing. And his emotional dam has reached its breaking point and bust, causing a downward stream only from his eyes. Did your mothers told you at the age of 5 to man up? Did your friends laugh at you because she broke your heart? Has society told you that you're just a troublemaker? That these emotions are promoted as toxic masculinity through social media only to fuel the racial stereotype of black men being niggas? How our women are confusingly tearing down a black man's emotions, saying man should open up, but when we do, it's displayed as insecurities or weakness? Or how they use it against us with their narcissistic manipulation. When ironically, how the toxic ones, they're complaining about they're getting the most pussy and fucking them. But I forgot. Y'all like a challenge. Seems like everyone just wants us to move like functioning robots, only used to satisfy the need of one who programmed us. But the reality is, we're hurting, and the pain is getting harder to endure. But it's time for us to heal. For the black man who has to take the heat at work, for the black man who has to drive the silence in the car because she doesn't listen and just wants to win the argument, for the black man who lights or drink the pain away, for the black man who cries in the dark, for the black man who has to be a man and walk away from an altercation knowing that they deserve an ass whooping, for the black man who steps outside and puts on the I'm fine mask every day just to make it through. 3 words: let it out. Fuck the media, fuck America, and fuck that bitch. They're not in your shoes and they'll never understand. And to these specific group of people, and particularly women, 5 words: stop saying who hurt you. But let me not go there, because remember, fellas, they don't give a fuck unless it benefits them And they can't answer that question of themselves. Because there's only one person we can vent to. The man in the mirror with the razor blade next to the sink. Thank you.
That was DeAndre Luna. Can we make some noise for black men? I'm gonna do a quick tutorial, okay? I'm gonna talk at the exact same volume while adjusting this mic. You hear when you don't speak into it. Yeah. So the audience, when the poet is, you can't hear them, that's on them because our speakers are tuned up. So if you want to step back, go. And if you want to ever adjust the mic, you just grip it, squeeze it, and stroke it. While you're up here. Audience, are you ready for the next moment? Please put your hands together for Christopher Allen.
I went to the doctor the other day and I got taken back looking for some kind of cancer. See, I told him I had this pain that stemmed from my neck down to my extremities and it really made my hands hurt. Like I couldn't write unless I recite, but what my job demands, sir. Do I change my diet? Because I want my faves, but he's telling me you can't, sir. Like it's nothing to be worried about it. In my mind, I'm like, hell yes, I can, sir. This really stage 2 cancer. Y'all know I'm just a headstrong Scorpio that simply fell in love with another cancer. No, sir. I need you to listen. It's more serious. Like, I need you to understand, sir. Let's start looking for a treatment. Maybe we can get some kind of answers. Now, in my mind, I ain't trying to hear no bullshit about no 50% chance, sir. 3-year lifespan. My motherfucking man, sir. I would rather live without knowing so I could live this life and just romance her. See, I ain't afraid to die. Shit, I be two-stepping with death like she's a certified dancer. And I don't have to ask her for any kind of rapture. This bitch may be evil, but she loves everything every single time that we capture. It's easy when I ask her. We chase these memories I'm after. It's just me and death slowly dancing on the edge and happily ever after. Shit, I guess I'm just a headstrong Scorpio that just fell in love with another cancer. So forgive me for the laughter. I don't tend to seek questions, but shit, I'll ask her, how much time do we have to dance before you really show me a disaster? Because I love the time we have, and bitch, just because you're deadly, you just got poison that I'm after. I got 7 deadly sins for this single deadly pen, and I'm ready to close a chapter. But I'll do it on my own terms, and I won't put nothing secretive past her. No need for pleasantries, no less rights, and no pastor. No bitch jargon, no over-processive banter. This ain't even poetry no more. It's just something to distract her. Stop playing with her heart, but she likes those intimate grips around her neck, and I'm just trying to be the master. Death may be a dancer, but she pours red wine from black decanters, and she sips slow, and she feels like if I'm playing her here or even after, the consequences of my actions could speed the process of what she calls a cancer. I guess they're right. I'm just a headstrong Scorpio that's falling in love with another cancer. They said, keep playing with death like that, and you're not going to like it when she answers. But our relationship is cool. At least I thought it was. I held her keys for all the masters. I was in control, and when I spoke, she looked at me, and we did anything I'd asked her. And I'm an empath, so with her, we became this toxic blend of ashes. This that blessed anyone that came to us, and in other words, we captured. Fuck all the bullshit after. Let's just enjoy these moments now. Laughter. If death comes soon, cry later, because I won't put nothing past it. I'll go solo in the night, only forgotten son, the bastard. It is what it is, and death is just a beautiful disaster. Death in this case could be a zodiac sign, rapture. Take me as I am, no need for double standards. Don't say I can't, sir, because right here in my mind, hell yes, I can, sir. I fell deep in love with death, and I'm not trying to look back, sir. I see her for what the plan is, and as much as it demands, sir, I guess I'm just a headstrong Scorpio that fell in love with another cancer. Like I said, as much as it demands, sir, I'm just a headstrong Scorpio that fell in love with another cancer.
That was Christopher Allen. I just want Ursula his place. You know what I mean? I just need to smoke more cigarettes. I think I'll get there. Y'all give it up for Christopher Allen one more time. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Bring them up! Bring them up! Bring them up! Y'all, this poet was on the 2022 right around now National Slam team. Y'all put your hands together for the rookie L.J. Hamilton.
How y'all doing? Let's give it up for my son. This is his first time here. Trigger warning. This piece is about domestic violence. I mean, I did it when I had a feature, but I didn't really complete it. I got it, so y'all give this video so I remember it tonight. But it's written from the perspective of the actual abuser. I've never been an abuser or abused, but I want to give voice to the abuser so that you can understand this is how he sees you. The title of the piece is Broken, a fuck you letter to every woman who stays. Queen, you thought that your version of love would change me, but in turn, it has only changed you. Your version of love has changed you from a woman of esteem, beauty, and vigor into a woman who is now bitter and too blinded by my lies to ever see or receive the truth. I hurt you on purpose because I feel I have no purpose. And since I feel that you are worthless, I see you as not being worth it. Worth me giving you my heart unbroken, although I know that you deserve it. Because I hate myself, I put you through hell, and I make it a point to remind you every day of the many ways that you are imperfect. I am dead to life in your version of love, yet you keep trying to raise me. Foolishly thinking that your prayers are going to change me. Religiously thinking that your God is going to save me when I see no need in changing. I often wonder why you do not hate me and why you feel as though you cannot escape me. But then I am reminded of the moment when you let me in and simultaneously you became me. And as wicked as I am, you, my sweet, are just as evil. You see, you hate you just as much as I hate me. So in essence, we are equals. That monster of ugliness you have become is from everything that we have been through. Indeed, I see it and I feed it because I am the one who put it in you. I find delight in your feelings of inadequacy because successfully I am the cause of you feeling less than. I sit back with laughter as I watch you painfully bear the burden of everything that you're stressed with. I can remember the moment when you let me in and you allowed me to destroy everything that you were blessed with. You will never leave me. But indeed, I will leave you, and when I do, misery is all that you and your family will be left with. I promise you this. I am honest with this. I will never love you no matter how much I try to pretend. When I you internally, I am despising you because you celebrate pain every time you refuse to recognize this truth. Truth being that I will use you until I get desperately sick and tired of you. I could spit in your face and piss on your grave and you would still look at me and wish that I changed. I can abuse you, use you, ignore you like I never knew you, only for you to look at me with sorrow in your eyes because your feelings remain. You should feel pitiful and ashamed. You are not strong, you are weak to me, insignificant and obsolete to me. You are as fragile as sand, and when the rain comes, I will stand back and watch just how quickly you sink for me. Why is it that with such high regard you think of me, and you reach for me, and you plead for me? There is not a king in me, no matter how much you try to convince yourself that one can be seen in me. Leave me, I implore you, because eventually I am going to do nothing but destroy you. I'm going to take your life, your shine, your smile, your pride, your virtue, and your joy too. I'm going to get worse as our time increases, and during the moment when you are at your weakest, I'm going to do something to drastically hurt you before I leave you where you weep in pieces. Please stop telling yourself it will get better, because it will not. And I will experience this cynical pleasure each time I watch you cry. Yes, I began by addressing you as queen because I do see her, but you do not care about her, so why should I? This pointless thing we have is not real to me. What is it that you feel for me? I have broken you down to your lowest point, and yet you are still with me. Why? I disrespect you because I am bored. I use your body in ways that make you feel like a whore. I've done so many obviously hurtful things to push you away, and of course you always come back for more. I've grown comfortable with abusing you, apologizing, and then abusing you again. I've made you feel so much shame that you alienate yourself from your family and your friends. Masterfully, I've made you think that no other man will ever want you, while that in that face you once had now comes back in pitiful, sporadic moments. Honestly. The only time that I kind of like you is when I am able to look down on you when you are feeling the most regretful and hopeless. But you will regard these words as me just venting and remain in this bondage blind with eyes wide open. Please know, it is my goal to extinguish the last bit of light you have, which is your soul. And then I will go once I know that you are completely broken. Sincerely, the man you think you love is going to change. Thank you.
That was LJ Hamilton with a persona, please. Everyone say, cut that guy on 3. 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, I got a special announcement from Avant-Garde in the cash. They can take cash or card right now. So go spend that money. Everyone say hi, Lalo. Go introduce yourself at some point tonight. Audience, are you ready for the next poet?
Bring them up, bring them up, bring them up.
Please put your hands together for Mercedes.
During the day, I am a teacher, but on this night, I am a brain surgeon, molding and shifting thoughts with every word inside, and every word is comprised of a compelling, compressed combination, 26 letters, otherwise known as the ABCs. And if you can't read, you know the song. Now come along and sing with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. I said, if you know the song, come along and sing along with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABC. Tell me what you think with me. But what about Z, Y, X, W, B, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, H, A, I, H, E, F, E, D, C, B, A. Let's go. Is it not okay? The ABC for me, A woman with a purpose, knowing exactly what my worth is. B, quiet. Nah, that was never me using my mouthpiece to create peace. Also, boastfully. C, everybody got an opinion, but yours is no way bigger than my own of me. D, determined to crush all goals, doing exactly what God told me. E, D, when you step to me, because I may just read you for filth, but respectfully, F, for is all I'm giving this life. That's all I can, because on the real, we only get one life. G, I'm on my gangster shit, rocking my natural traces. That's kind of gangster. H, it's embedded in the code of life. But I teach them, so forget social media. No robots want to control my life. I run this shit. I said I run my shit. J, there's so many high behind fake mouths and profiles. K, can't believe my mama almost named me Kim. But I'm Mercedes the Mac, and there will never be another one of them. Eloquent as I can be when I'm out in the streets and pressing myself, loving myself, dedicated to good health and good wealth. In tune with my ancestors and my divine flow. Oh, if you ain't know, well, now you know. P, I pushes it. A couple weeks ago, I spoke on that. Ranging my words, really speaking my truth. As Central on the mic on this stage right here, whoo, is built for self-prompting. Speak to you, speak the proof and the poet and the poem. The proof. T, I drink my own and I keep it hot, because when people bring bullshit to you and call it tea, please know it's really not you. The corn in a stable of Clydesdales and thick stallions, cute petite little ponies. See, we all horses in this capitalistic stable. I'm just trying to eat oats and get hay with my homies. B, the victory will always be mine, because it's a W in every mirror. Even my reflection is a vibe. Why, you might ask? You got to talk to God. Seeing this, I'm really living in mine. Forgive and forget. Yeah, I forgive myself for forgetting my work. These are the ABCs of me. And oh, that was so good! Oh my God, it's so
Please put your hands together for
And I can't talk about it. All that comes out of the side. Either that or someone else, I'll just tell them I'm fine. And the reason I can't talk about it, maybe it's just pride. Either that. Sorry. Maybe pride. Or maybe they don't care and they don't really wonder why. And ask me how I am just the way it has time. I look up to the sky. I can research it. Every person on my mind. Why? Specifically, why me? But I reach to deserve this. Sometimes it comes away that's too heavy to lift. Don't worry, this isn't exactly a crowd for help. I just need to recharge because sometimes there's nothing left. I give, but there ain't ever much to be received. But that's my cost to bear. I recommend you follow me. Not for an easy life, my simple message to succeed. Anyway, I'm just tired now. I'll be better after sleep. But then finally, happiness. After some days full of rain, and the rain was really tears, but from them, flowers came. In the darkest times, there were friends that remained together in the struggle, in the share each other's pain. But now things are better, like bitterness turned sweet. Got knocked down several times, but never gave in to defeat. Both feet now on the ground, firmly planted underneath. If you partake in the suffering, join me now in revelry. It ain't ever over until all is said and done. Sometimes winning just means fighting till the final bell is rung.
Please put your hands together for Swoop.
I'm not gonna lie, as a black man, I struggle to feel feelings. So I love poetry nights because everybody comes to feel their feelings.
Yeah.
I met a good friend today, my friend Victorious Diaz. But we both suffer from epilepsy, so we made an agreement today to go through our epilepsy poems. Appreciate that. I didn't have epilepsy my whole life, so it's really hard to do the poems. Here we are.
Go for it. We got you.
This is called The Demon Named Deja Vu. I'm not feeling like myself today. Maybe it's this space or this place or the fact that I'm back on my grind. Epilepsy back on my mind. In the back of my mind, I feel it crawl from ear to ear and then down my spine. I feel it build over time as I breathe deep and repeat. I'm fine. I'm fine. I feel it, but I can't describe it. It's just a warning sign, but it kind of feels like a demon with devilish red eyes is staring at me from a distance, while I repeatedly ask myself, what the fuck is this? I'm not feeling like myself today. This stare is intense and it burns my brain. Insane pain is an understatement. My brain is in flames. Burning red eyes, staring with a vicious intent to kill. Oops, I made eye contact. Now I feel ill. Still, I take deep breaths and I try to chill. I try to heal. So still, I repeat, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Just let me lay down and give me some time. I struggle to describe the feeling of this feeling, this evil stare. I started writing poetry so I could find the words to compare. Now, all I do is stare at blank pages and screens, desperately trying to figure out what this feeling means and what it brings. Because I'm not feeling like myself today. I just woke up, but my brain feels foggy, hazy, lazy, like I'm standing outside my body, just gazing. But my brain is pacing, slowly racing at full speed, desperately thinking of what my body needs, thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and overthinking and contemplating and analyzing and dissecting the feeling of feeling whatever the fuck I'm feeling. What am I feeling? Fuck! I hate this feeling. I hate the whole fucking sensation. I hate the whole fucking question. Cause I feel tired. I feel weak. I feel weak. I feel like I need sleep. I feel like I need to turn my brain off before this feeling turns into a seizure. Surprise attack, killing me like Julius Caesar. I feel not like myself today. But hey, the marathon continues, and it's hard to fight with my mental health issues. Too much of a real nigga to cry in tissues. Without poetry, I'll bottle in all my boo-boos. But that was old news, because I refuse to sing the same old blues. So, back to fighting for success, bobbing and weaving, the haymakers thrown by stress, struggling at my best to be my best. Despite all of the good Lord's tests, I'm out here grinding in H-Town, trying to build my new life up so I can hold it down, grinding to support my woman so we can have some babies run around, grinding to give her a ring because she deserves a crown and the motherfucking world. So I won't back down, break down, or drown in this feeling that's been slowly killing everything that I hold most dear and replacing it with the utmost fear. Because it's a fact that I'm not feeling like myself today. But hey, epilepsy has taught me that that's okay.
Yeah.
One thing I love about hosting this show is it really connects me to the human experience. And I hope if there's anything anyone takes away from this show, is that whatever you're going through, you are not alone in this world. Someone else that she knows what you're going through. It's been there. And if they can do it, you can too. And I hope other poets, other people and stories lift you up in your own existence as well. Y'all give it up to Swoop one more time. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Poetic Jim. No, keep talking all the way to the stage for Poetic Jim.
We don't really talk about her no more, but she helped inspire us. So this is called Blackbird. Little blackbird, they said you couldn't fly. Raised in a world that shot you down, see you still managed to get up. In a household where your mother's name is Lonely and your father's name is Pain. I could see right through the walls you built. You probably missed the pain. See, they tore a hole in your mind and they filled it with doubt. That you can never be a part of this society because a black bird was never meant to fly in the clouds. The black on your feathers and the black on your skin. Oh, on your wings. See, that sends a sense of danger to others because the color of your skin isn't supposed to fit in. They call you Little Sorrow nowadays because you ain't got no love to give. How can a black bird learn to love again when you strip their heart from their chest? When you keep telling them all they'll ever be is less than. And you see all them other birds, you don't gotta worry about them. All they want is answers, but you still got so many questions. Because there's nobody there to hold you in. They'll act like they don't even care. But I promise you, blackbirds will fly even if there's a gun to their head. They never thought to realize how it feels to be in your skin. To be disregarded by the same people that say we're all equal in the end. But you know, you gotta realize at a certain point, it kind of don't matter because words only affect thin skin. So listen, blackbird, your color does not define who you are, or where you've been. Keep flying. Because if you don't, it's the only way they'll win. Thank you.
One time for Poetic Jim. One time for Nina Simone. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Cameron Jackson. Cameron Jackson. Keep clapping.
I've been listening all night. I feel like I'm right on time with this.
Okay.
So, poet.
I've decided to proceed with my dreams, and I apologize for the delay. I had to get all these shades off me. The links are what I would say. Self-defeating prophecies were my premier magic act. Something like Harry Houdini, you might wonder how I did that. But a better question is why? Why does a caged bird sing? It's because he knows he can fly. The sky is open and endless. The freedom it confers upon a release from my cage is hard. My doubts swoop in quickly, like what if the sky is only a bigger cage
and I just can't see the bars. Like the previously caged bird, I jump and hope to fly on faith. I implore my ambition to propel me further and higher. They say if you shoot for the moon, you should still land among the stars. Because to be brave does not mean to be fearless. It means accepting the possibility that you might endure pain. Sometimes trying to get to happy can feel like drowning in flames. I'll say to myself, this isn't what I asked for. On some cosmic level, the creator had probably said pick a door. On a long, mortal journey, I've forgotten where I crossed the threshold. Did you know that sometimes it's hard to see the light when it looks like everything is on fire? But I have you know, I'm 7 miles high in the stratosphere. It's beautiful. I wonder how long I can live here. And when, inevitably, my wings grow tired and I must return to Earth to rest, I wonder, will you know where I've been? Will I reek of impossibility? Will the lightness of my being betray my knowledge of the stars? Will you call me a fool? You call me a fool when I say that, hey man, next time I might go to Mars. If so, I'll look at you with a smile and I'll say, I've decided to proceed with my dreams. And I apologize for the delay.
Second time ever on this microphone. Y'all give it up for Cam Jackson. Audience, are you ready for the next poet?
Bring them up, bring them up, bring them up.
Well, this poet was also on the Right About Now National Poetry Slam team. Y'all put your hands together, come to the stage. Sharika Mitchell. Everyone say rewind.
Rewind.
Y'all put your hands together, come to the stage. It's Zach Blind.
That boy good. That grown man is good.
Stop that clapping shit. I was not supposed to be on this. Hey, are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be on this. He just called me up just now, so we're gonna get a half-drunk poem.
Hey.
We're gonna walk out with it, right? That's what I like to hear. All right, so cameras are made with attachable lenses, and inside these lenses is something called an aperture. Its purpose is to let light into the senses. And this is much like the human eye. You see beneath the iris is the pupil, and it dilates in the darkness. It's fascinating how adaptable the human body can be, how we are designed to see even in our darkest places. And I wonder if these things apply to things unseen by the human eye, like when depression cloaks the mind in the dark, what if the heart starts to dilate, opening up its aperture, letting in the light, snapshot every thought into a thing brighter than it used to be, boosting the saturation, fucking up the exposure, pushing back the shadows and letting the highlights illuminate the memories. It would be so nice if the brain processed like a light room. But this is not how it works. Brain chemistry can't compound into such a clean comparison, can't morph the mind into a metaphor neat enough to fold inside the consciousness of every person who thinks mental illness is a joke. I never thought it was a joke. But when my friend opened up to me about her anxiety, I told her she should find more ways to relax. I didn't realize how unhelpful this was until a panic attack took my breath away, and herein lies the problem. We don't know what we are talking about until we feel what it feels like, because the most universal experiences are also the most subjective ones. Like, how do we all feel emotional pain, yet it is so difficult to explain, even for me, the poet, whose purpose is to take big concepts and make them more concrete. And here is the part when I bring back the metaphor about the aperture opening up, letting in the light so you can finally see what I'm saying. But some of y'all still won't understand how this room has never been about depression or anxiety or any isolated emotion for that matter, but rather the sum of all of these feelings and how hard they are to talk about, and how even when we find the words to say how we feel, there's a person out there that won't believe it is real. A gaslight in a chamber is cause for combustion, and you wonder why so many people are out of their minds, why so many people blow out their minds. And I know correlation does not always mean causation, but a rising suicide rate has to say something about a society who thinks empathy is only an inch beneath the aesthetic. And here is where the imagery starts to fall apart, because we are in the dark and our eyes are wide the fuck open. But what about our heart? When will it start to dilate? Can we let in the light?
More poems out of drawing because you just went the fucking rewind. So I'm gonna ask the audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Sharika Mitchell.
I was wiping though. I said, that's my fucking name. Shit. I wasn't shitting, but shit. Hell yeah! The introductions and shit out of the way because I won't remember to do it at the end. Hi, my name is Sharika Mitchell. You can find me on Instagram, everything except Christian Mingle, because I'm a heathen at Legs Almighty. So Legs Almighty. If you like what you hear, I am in a show on September 17th, and I got one more ticket on me. It's the King versus Queens. Okay. But if you need a ticket, I got one on me. Come talk to me. But can I do a poem for y'all? Please talk. Hey, so September starts tomorrow, right? Going on a year, I lost my grandmother. So I don't know how September is gonna feel for me. Right? So, I've been working through her poem like, damn. My grandma's a Jamaican, she's a Jamaican lady. Stubborn. But I'm her favorite. I was her favorite grandchild. I just know it. So. From my little cousins looking at this, bitch, I said it. All right, I'm gonna shut up and do the poem. I'm not a fan of beautiful things that die easily. I never liked flowers. Maybe it was the memory of Saturday mornings in grandma's garden, sun raining down sweat, the smell of mulch and mowed grass. I've watched things die in this garden, but my grandmother had a way of reviving the roots. This gardening bedded lessons taught me that beautiful things can stop growing or wither away, but who tends to the garden when the gardener dies? The night my grandmother passed, my father called in true fashion, tongue dressed in less, only a few words to tell me a eulogy. I dug myself in disbelief. I buried myself in a prayer that I haven't watered in a long time. I asked for forgiveness. I questioned, was this an error? My grandmother made a mistake of bones into dust. She loved watching everything grow. She didn't mean to become the soil again. planted herself dead for everything around her to live, becoming a gardener in the afterlife. Her half-breath hellos didn't prepare me for a burial. Some days I think my tears will grow her into a flesh, that my memories will mold her into heartbeats. I buried different poems about her. None of them have bloomed into a garden. I have mowed grief over every day since she stopped growing. I didn't make time to give her her flowers while she can still smell them. So the regret always weaves back. Death is a long distance relationship I did not sign for. What I would give to be in her garden again, fighting with the Saturday sun, the smell of mulch, the sight of my grandmother close enough to hug her, even with the thorns. Understanding relationships can be complicated, but still close enough to feel the roses in her perfume, knowing that this time I'm not holding on to something or someone that will die.
That was Sharika Mitchell. Can we make some noise for grandmas real quick? And then Sharika said she's going to be in a show called Kings versus Queens, and so is serotonin. That show has already sold over 500 tickets. Sharika has one ticket left. I have 3 tickets left, so if you need more than one, hit us up. We'll make sure you have access to that show. So I actually want to spotlight Sharika really quick, and actually spotlight y'all too. So the funds raised, or the cover at the door, goes to support infrastructure here that goes to affordable, accessible arts programming, affordable and accessible writing workshops, and then we invest in infrastructure like film so that we can help artists right here in Houston reach people all over the world. And right now, Sharika is just like popping off. She has a poem that's reached over 2.7 million people. Follow her, check it out. And thank y'all so much for your support. This isn't just a show, it's a living, breathing community of poets and poetry lovers. And one way we like to exhibit that is with my favorite part of the show called the 30-second selfie break. Here's how it's going to work. You are encouraged to get out of your seat. Introduce yourself to someone who you have never met before in your life. Ask them if it's okay to give them a high five. If you don't do high fives, do an air five. If you don't do air fives, do a peace sign. And take a selfie together and post it on the internet and tag us at WAN Poetry. We're right about now, poetry at WAN Poetry. All right, DJ Bloom, I need you to cue up a song for me. Audience, on the count of 3, we're going to get up. We're going to take our selfie break and meet someone we have never met. 1, 2, 3, go.
Like the number, it's like number 2. I gotta put that though above it. Like, see, trying to get on me.
Intermission right now. Now's your chance to go support the bar. Remember, they are now accepting a credit card and cash. Go get yourself a beverage. Pull down in this seat. We got the taco truck in the parking lot.
I'm about to head out, so you probably have to get somebody else to help.
We'll be back with the second half of this after a short intermission.
I'm the best reading of that phone my name, bro. Oh, yeah? Yeah. I went in yesterday on it, too. Oh, did you? Yeah, it was wild. Keep doing that shit. Bro, the best part of that entire song to me is the What About Our Heart. That's like the best. Which part? The What About Our Heart. Yo, I killed that. I've never read that part so long. Yeah. That was crazy, bro. Yeah, that drop, that pause. Yeah, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Trying to hook her up. You can use that for whatever she wants to do. Do you want me to move the mic or is it good? Fine, I think it's fine. I like how the we're out on the edges, got the lights there in there. It's a good shot. Good shot. Oh yeah. Like I want to talk to her about it. I have this thing where I don't want to give unsolicited advice. You know what I mean? So I'll like go outside and parties. I help you with it. The back end. I mean, honestly, the back end of the site too. You know, like workshopping that phone, it'll get there. It's a diamond in the rough. You know. I was like, oh, yeah. Like, the women, we can relate to that. Absolutely. I love you with flip. Yeah. I'm a resident boy, okay, y'all, born me on job, this bird. Really started to like, you're like, I wish I could have wrote that. I wish I could have written that. That was good.
What's happening, everyone? This is your 2-minute warning. We'll be getting back to the second half of our show in just 2 minutes.
Yeah, like so actually I just posted and you can go to the link on that root share that I just posted. Either or, it don't matter. It's the same link. So, that's something different and it's in Houston. Yeah. For sure. That's a honor, bro. Love you, dog. Love you, bro. Like, thank you for being so vulnerable, bro. Well, I'm telling you, I got this brand new piece of I like the people. I'm just going to therapy. What? Yeah. You said what? I said, my therapist told me last week, she was like, I need therapy no more. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, yeah, I think you're processing it through poetry. And I was like, oh my goodness. She was like, you should stop doing this and do a lot more of that. And I was like, sure. So I appreciate you having that luncheon with me. That was before she even told me. But I'm trying to be here more. I'm trying to learn more. And this is not the end all be all. Like, those lunches are important, bro. So let's do something next week, you know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. Take it easy. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Put your hands together for DJ motherfucking Blow.
All right, y'all. I say Mike, you say check, say Mike. Mike. I say read, you say spec, say read. Read. I say second, you say round, second. Second. All right, y'all, these poets, they made me work really hard because a bunch of people signed up on this list. What I'm going to do in this next round is I'm going to try to get up as many poets before this show closes. It's a personal goal of mine, all right? But what I need is some compliance from the poet. Make some space for the other people on the list with you. You heard? All right, y'all. So I'm going to say who's on deck, and then I'm going to introduce the next poet to the stage, all right? On deck, I got Mark DeGeorge. Next person, come to the stage. Y'all put your hands together for Ian Sampson. Yo, yo, teamwork make the dream work, you heard? Yo, put your hands together one more time for Ian Sampson.
How are we doing tonight? So I got some news out of school. No shit! So I'm about to get a little spiritual here. So I recently went on a mushroom trip. So I know a lot of y'all know about those. Here goes this poem. It's called Flowers. Today I reclaimed myself. I washed myself clean of the burdens I placed upon my back. I collided with the other side of me and shattered into a million pieces. But once gravity pulled us back together, we became one beautiful landscape, luscious land. A land that belongs to me, reclaimed. No more distractions to pull me away from expressing my passions, from expressing myself. No more liquid false courage being poured over my burning fire, delaying my desire to put on for those that share my struggle. I want my voice to be as loud as a choir. No more shying away from the bright lights when the game is on the line. Today I have finally arrived, taking back what's mine. This land is reclaimed, back into the hands of a man who represents his ancestors. Land that holds fertile soils to grow the most breathtaking flowers you've ever seen. The tallest trees that make their presence felt with the strongest foundation. Trees that grow from my heart and branch out throughout my body, turning, zigzagging, creating tattoos on the skin, representing the ones before me. Branching out from my soul, creating an extension of myself to connect with others. The seeds planted in my heart, mind, and soul begin to blossom at long last. The beautiful flowers are here, dancing with the wind, such grace, oh so delicate. Delicate like the mental state of mind as you continue to live life. Make sure you take care of it through every passing season. Through the brain freezes, brainstorms, mind fucks, scatterbrains, but come out on the other side with a brainstorm to water them thoughts. The seeds in my head are planted in abundance of self-love, ambitions, confidence, fierceness, and of course the seed of pessimism that comes with being human. But I don't let that one see the light of day. No chance to steal my light. Because tonight and forever, we're gonna shine. When it ain't shining in this mind, it's raining, but we welcome them storms with wide open arms, gotta nurture them seeds. Watch the progression of this man, starting with the sprouting leaves that come from the heart that attach to the vines that feed the vibrance of the petals, so it shines bright for the bees. See, I'm a late bloomer, always have been in every aspect. This flower took its sweet time to blossom into the most vibrant one on the land. Maybe it was procrastination, maybe it was a lack of motivation, but my season has finally come. As I spread my petals and soak in the sun to feed and nurture my soul, but not only do we have to nurture ourselves, but also those who we surround ourselves with. Create a garden with them that's flourishing. We have to keep the pollination season coming every spring to spread the best version of oneself, unapologetically authentic, passing on wisdom and love, paving the way. I was never one to see myself in that light, but it's all come together now. No more shying away from the brightness. I feel like I possess the power to make a diamond with my bare hands. Talk the talk and walk the walk without even having to stand. I'm gonna continue to spill my soul till the floodgates open so I can keep nurturing this reclaimed land. These flowers will grow, man, with the best intentions. That's the master plan. Today, I reclaim myself. Thanks for listening.
For sure.
Yo, one more time for Aunt Samson. Alright, y'all, on deck. I got taste swings. Next up, come to the stage. Y'all put your hands together for Mark. It's Joe.
Hey everyone. You're amazing, and it's currently on stage. And trigger warning, this involves suicide. So, yeah. So Tyler was everything, and at all at once, Tyler wasn't. It's kind of weird. I didn't really know how to feel. I didn't even know it was real. I kind of just lay back and stared at the ceiling thinking, wow, this happened. It happened to everyone, all at once. Happened to our friend Trish, happened to our friend Gus. It was a weird time to be alive. We were 13 at the time. And it was the first exposure I had to malevolence to a gay community. It's the first time I understood it was not okay to be gay. It wasn't okay to be enraged about anything that you have to say. But honestly, I have to say, he was an angel. He was everything we wanted in a friend, in an ally, in any human being. And he died at 13. He died, and I wish it was me. He died, and I wish I didn't have to see my friend Trish at 29 almost trying to take her life because she just wanted to held him at night to feel like she could survive without it was not the test. Sometimes you don't get over a fucking loved one who kills themselves, and that's fucking not any kind of respect to tell me to get over this shit. I'm never going to. It's going to be in my life forever. And that's the thing, is I don't want to just say he's gone, that he is. But it's just the first test in all of this, and I hope that if anyone's experienced the feeling of loss, the feeling of betrayal in every single way, to where your loved ones don't even pay attention to you because they're too concerned about the people who left and are faded away. You felt hate at a young age, even though you couldn't even say why you felt that way. You just wanted to know, I matter too. I'm in this room, but you're not because they're still back in 2004. So I have to say, thank you for hearing my story about Tyler. He died 2 weeks ago. 16 years today. Thank you so much, guys.
Oh my God.
Now y'all put your hands together for Mark Joe. All right, y'all, we're gonna keep this list moving. On deck, I got Jaded Storm. Next up, coming to the stage. Y'all put your hands together for Tay Swift.
What's going on? Hey, church, how you doing? All right, so all of you, shit is so fire, man. I just coming here.
Yes.
Hella inspired, like all through the week. Memorize this shit.
Let's go.
So, this is one of my thoughts, man. This is part one. It's just a compilation of all these little different pieces, like I'm hungover and I write something on a Jack in the Box receipt or write something on like a napkin. Just a bunch of thoughts that I had, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you again for letting me speak.
5, 4, 3,
3, 2, 1. Lift off. We have lift off. My mind shuttles my thoughts to outer space, and like the cab drivers in New York, tells my thoughts, get out. Me and poetry, we get lost together on uncharted lands where sands have never been tainted by the foot of man. Oh, sweet and hip hop, that there's a match made in heaven set the fires in hell. Meanwhile, the demon of seduction dates angels, and the reason being they caught a glimpse at the well of temptation and looked eyeball to eyeball at attractive corruption. And that same demon conducts atheist symphonies composed entirely of Christian hymns, saying, we love God, we love him, and then leave church and go home and rack up sins by the 10. Oh, you tormented men. And the ones whose robes be white as a hellbound to the waters in heaven. Gabriel wages war against his own Michael. A trifle state our world is in, plus it's hard as hell to get a handle on God's dizzying intellect. Oh, brother, what art thou? Head coach of my approach, art how? Can we get 2 stomps and a clap in this bitch? The ex-con said that the hills will run red with the blood from the agent in the Denver kid. Look at me, says the confused preteen with them double D's. And her parents better beware of her newfound orphan named Gary, but he tells her to call him Gare. And he says he's 17, but he's really 33. And he's top contender to be the county's #1 sex offender. In the words of a patriot, I often fear the sins of my past will come back to haunt me, but the consequences are more than I could bear. So therefore, for there I'm strapped with a falcon I glare, but shark-eyed stare as I look in the air. Ideas come from everywhere, and I'm yelling, extra, extra, read all about it and understand the angel is at hand. The relic is this man, an angel and a relic, angelic to me who foes his plan repellent. I'll let you tell it. Unrolled graffiti written scrolls often unveil truth that are so often overlooked. 8-inch final, every 8-inch final, every 8-inch final, and songs that they minor. 2 PMs and troublesome. Scotch on the rocks mixed with a dash of oxygen. As long as there's oxygen, there will be bullshit on the radio. Perfectly good studio time being wasted on crap rappers that somewhere down the line got lied to and told that they could go. But no, sucker, cause them sands of time will tell whether or not you're a liar or not. Hey, motherfucker, Richard Pryor, not real. REAL, reciting everything, always listening, go, gadget, anything you see, tormented, tortured in the orchard, I'm Johnny Seed, and the realness is all Johnny Seed. Sending prayers to be answered, I got none. What did I expect? I'd sooner be bitten by Nosferatu's vampire across my neck. Now these are my ill thoughts, wait, rewind. These are my ill thoughts, so I hope you had a good time.
There's always things with it. Other poets definitely make you bring it. Y'all give it up for Taste with one more time. Yeah, I got songs and standing next up on the stage. Y'all put your hands together for Jaden Storm.
And tonight's poem is contribution of the color.
No
shit! It's called Making Zombies. Malakwiti once said, zombie, oh zombie, zombie, oh zombie, zombie, oh zombie, zombie, oh zombie. Zombie no go walk unless you tell him to go. No, zombie no go stop unless you tell him stop. Zombie no go turn unless you tell him turn. Zombie no go ting unless you tell him ting. Here lies the embodiment of my dreams, battered and bruised like the culture ripped from my bones. Unfortunately, I learned to make this home. My life no longer my own, but the living will and testament of my parents. A testament to first-generation kids everywhere. I am not my own person, but a living figment of their struggle, an enigma of self-actualization. I sit on this perch above my body, wondering if I'll ever have the courage, confidence, or willpower to speak out for myself. How will I be perceived? Who will want an outcasted daughter? How dare I desire individuality when so many before me couldn't? Who am I to be myself, to be queer, to be non-binary, to be dominant and feminine? How dare I break the fucking mold? Who gave me permission? I did, okay? I gave myself permission. I dared to stand on the shoulders of those before me and to reach for heights that they can only imagine. Fuck you. Fuck your gender norms. Fuck your fragile egos. Fuck toxic masculinity. Here I am, resurrected from my grave, audacity in hand, demanding my respect. Respect for our women who toil soil, birthing, raising, and cultivating you. Respect for our boys who have no rooms for their spirit or their emotions. Respect for our young girls whose dreams are crushed under the weight of wifehood and mothering grown men unable to control their fucking selves. And respect for our differently abled, non-binary, neurodivergents who dream and dare to put some fucking respect on our fucking name. Because we've decided that we're no longer your fucking zombies. And that's what you're gonna have to deal with.
Oh, fuck everything. Now it's Jacob Storm. I think we have the same parents. All right, on deck, on deck. I got Francis Ellis. But next up, come to the stage. Y'all put your hands together for Saji. Saji. Keep coming, 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 keep coming. Keep coming, 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 keep coming. Everyone say me, boys. On to the next one. All right. On deck, I got brother. Next up on the stage, y'all put your hands together for Francis Ellis. Keep coming, all the way to the stage for Francis. We got a virgin on the mind.
My first time ever reading anything I've written out loud to anyone who's not a close friend. This poem is called The Middle. They're young, beautiful, carefree. I look at their photos on Instagram. I'm not jealous. I used to be young and beautiful too. Some say I still am. Even then, though, it wasn't enough. Viewed as a curiosity, an achievement. Antlers to hang on the wall of validation for men who need to know they can still do all the things they did 10, 20 years ago. Men afraid of dying. Will she find me attractive? Will she let me fuck her? She will. I did. I listened to him talk about them. Their names don't matter. There's always a new one. Curious girls like me will always exist. He's fascinated by them. I realize I'd rather be loved than found fascinating. I wonder if he talks about me to the older women he meets. She's such an interesting girl, he'll say. I wonder if they think to themselves, I used to be interesting, and even then, it wasn't enough. Thank you.
It's easy to take the mic apart, but put it back together a little bit harder. Yo, I want to thank you for reading a poem here. You could have done that anywhere. Thanks for trusting us with it. I think that's super cool. All right, y'all, on deck, I got Diana Joy. Next up, coming on the stage, y'all put your hands together for Brother.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I done seen nightmares turn into dreams. And sometimes life will turn you into things you never seen. A big-headed little boy when he showed up on the scene, and his mom was the baddest milk his friends ever seen. But she ain't play. She kept him in a book. He started acting right when she gave him a certain look. That homework better be right. She gonna check it before she cook. We doing all this shit over, and I don't care how long it took. Yeah, she trying to raise a king, but she ain't got no man, and he ain't got no dad. He doing life up in the can, and she'll go into the road and turn that boy into a man. Life could get crazy, and some things to understand. He started getting older, some broadness in his shoulders. He started feeling awkward when his mom kissed and hold him. He looking like his dad, the same voice, same feelings. And all she could think is, baby, please don't go to prison. And now he's 17 years old with peach fuzz on his face. He just got a text from his girl that say, I'm late. He ain't know what to say. His dad called the next day. He told him, boy, get your ass up. You better find a way to make sure that girl and that baby gonna be straight. Cause I can't tell you what to do because you know I ain't no saint. Be the best that you could be because that's everything I ain't. And there's so much I could do, but shit, I'm stuck here in this place. And now today's the big day, September 28th. His baby mom's in labor and his moms can relate. He said he kind of sad, same time a little scared. He really looking like his pop since he trying to grow that beard. Said he kind of nervous. He needs some advice. Collect calls from his dad, but he ain't really in his life. He looked at his daughter and he had a sudden vision. And all he could think is, damn, I can't go to prison. He said, I can't go to prison.
That was Brother. Yo, the storytelling has been through the roof tonight. Give it up for the poets. On deck, I got Daisy B. Next up, coming to the stage, y'all put your hands together for Diana Joy.
All right, let me stop playing. Can we hear me? Can we hear me? Oh, can we hear me? All right. So you all right here? Okay. Thank you. Because I needed to perfect that. But hello everyone. Welcome to Avant Garden. I feel like everybody came out to see me. I know they came out to see everybody, but that's just me. Don't get mad at how I feel about myself. I hope y'all feel the way that I feel. If you don't, too bad. I'm gonna help you though. I'm gonna help you. You know, like but no. He said give time for the other poets, but y'all came to see me, right? But anyways, let's keep on with the show. But no, I came out for real though. I really need to come out, and I thank everybody who do know me, who asked me about how I've been, and really tell me that they miss me because I really be mental illness is really real, right? We've been talking about it all night. But no, like I really ooh, I am a trigger warning, but do I should give trigger warnings? Okay. But like I just recently lost my brother, right? And I've been coming to Avant Garden for like a minute. I don't know the timeline because it's on and off like a relationship. So like I've been coming here for a minute, but like I've been doing this same poem, but like I don't feel like I'm a poet like everybody else. I just feel like I know things and I just put them in a poetic way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so the poem that like I really don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. I really don't want to do it because I've done it several times, but I learned something from it. Like really like losing my brother in the way it was handled, it made me really realize like life is really precious to everybody. Like I'm telling y'all, like really, really love yourself. Like really, really, like it's really important. Like I lost my brother and I reach out to everybody to see how they feel. And it's just like everybody is like, but me, They try to make me feel like I'm shit because I know death is promised to everyone. You know what I'm saying? So I know that living my life is like, it's for me. You know what I'm saying? And I know I wasn't put here for myself. I know I was put here because my talent is for y'all, not for me. But I know I'm going to live myself like I'm going to be me. Like, and I'm just that bitch. So let's go on with this poem because I forgot I was even doing that shit. So let's go on. So this for real. Like I was just the preacher. We got it at the church and shit. But no, like really though, listen. I hope these words really, really touch you because I went through this shit and I replay these words and they really meant like you that bitch. Like we that bitch. So listen. When people look at me, they see what I want them to see. I mean, I'm not selfish, more selfless because I don't see me, I see my soul. I dress my soul. I feed my flesh. I'm living in my best harmony. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. By Wayne Dyer. Lost soul you didn't know. Poor soul, where would you go? You're still stuck in that zone doing that thing that once felt like joy in the beginning, but now it's no ending to the dreading and hesitating on what decision to make. You don't want to do it again and again. Time after time, we forget who we are. We get lost in this thing we call the sauce. Confused on which direction we should head in, left or right or left, up and